Good afternoon. This is Brother Tyrone, your Global International Kingdom reporter, on the 28th day of May of 2018, wishing you each and every one, wishing each and every one of you out there a safe Memorial Day. And this is also the long Memorial Day weekend that has started on Friday for some folks, and with this long holiday weekend. But I'm out here today because earlier I was over in Redlands going to see my brother Ed. I was over there over the weekend, and I came back down over this way, and this is something that I had started last year, and you can very much say I want to kind of like keep the tradition going. I am here in Westwood right now at the Los Angeles National Cemetery out here on this Memorial Day today, where we should always take the time out to honor the men and the women and the brothers and sisters that have given their lives for us throughout the years of all the wars that has everything that has been taking place and going on. What no other way today than for me being out here today, here at the LA National Cemetery, paying a very, very significant tribute to all these brothers and sisters that put the line on the line for us, and even made that ultimate sacrifice. And before I go any further, I also want to say that I myself in a way feel that, because my Uncle Jap, aka Joseph Green, he had served in the Vietnam War, and he was killed in May of 1968 at the age of 19, when I was only just a year old, 2 months after I had turned a year old, because I was born March 15th, and Uncle Jap, he was killed in that war, and he is also buried down in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and I also want to get that out there. And as you see, I'm going to let you come around a little bit and let you take a look to see of all the flags that has been put on each and every one of these headstones today. And there's some that have done some on Friday and Saturday, where all of these flags were placed right in front of each of their headstones, and family members have been out here today to come and pay tribute, to come and just to reflect and to also pay tribute to their loved ones, that have put their line on the line, and like I said, that also have made that ultimate sacrifice. And as you see throughout this whole cemetery, yes, this is the LA Cemetery right here in Westwood. And over to the right, you probably cannot see it, is actually the VA building as well also too. But all throughout this cemetery is, like I said, each and every single of all these flags have been placed in front of their headstones, and even some that you could probably see way over there, in which I was at last year when I had first doing this. And like I said, we can have the barbecues, and also being with our friends and family. But this is also even more important to be out here today, and to pay tribute, and to thanking each and every one of these veterans that has made the sacrifice for us. And Memorial Day should not just be celebrated, not just today. It is celebrated. It should be celebrated all year round. And I also do want to put out there as well also is all of the brothers and sisters that have also served, that is also still with us. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We thank you for your service. And I'm going to try and name some names off the top of my head, but if I forget, don't throw no apples or anything at me, because whatever name that comes to my head, I'm going to put, I'm just say it. But if I forget, you all know who you are. Those that I want to thank, like I said, my Uncle Jap, in which I just said a few minutes ago. Also, Reverend Brother Stephen Myricks of Fontana. Also, Paul Amato Sr., also president of the Latin Dukes Club, and Brother Steve Darden, who's also a Brewline brother as well, also too. My cousin Lance Howard, who is in the Navy. I hope I got that correct. My uncle Junior, aka Samuel Singleton, who is now residing down in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, but he lives in Charleston right now also too. And some of my cousins as well also too that have served. But like I said, if I forgot your name, please don't throw nothing at me, because like I said, these are names that I'm just remembering off the top of my head. Also Verna Martin of New Jersey. We thank you for serving as well also too. These are the men and women and the brothers and sisters that have made the ultimate sacrifice and put their lives on the line in protecting this country of ours. And like I said, Memorial Day should not just be celebrated, not just today, but all year round. And if you ever have a time, if you ever do see a veteran, do go up to them and just thank them for their service, and do thank them as well also too, because even I myself, I do it all the time as well also too, because the best thing about it, the ones that is still here and that is still alive with us, I praise God for them, because they are a living testimony as well also too. They're still here. They are still here with us, and unfortunately, and like I said, the ones that are not here, we're here. You know, you can always come, and you can always come, and also to pay your respects, and to also give tribute as well also too. And that's what for me, what Memorial Day, what it should be really, what it's really all about. Like I said, we have our barbecues, and being with our friends and with our families as well also too. But let us all not forget of what Memorial Day is really for. And this is something that I had started doing last year, where I had came out here for the very first time, because I actually came here for Veterans Day. I remember it was Veterans Day when I had came out over this way, and then I also came for Memorial Day, and it was so good I decided to come out here and do it again. You can very much say it's starting to become more of a tradition for me. But you know what? Everyone that is tuning in right now and that is watching, I thank you all so much, and I'm also going to give you your shout outs right now also too. Thank you, each and every one of you that's tuned in. Hey, brother Jose, how you doing? Sister Monique, brother Jam. Hey, my cousin Eric, president of the 843 Car Riders Club of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Sister Ingrid, brother Ernie down in Georgia. And yes, brother Jose, thank you all for your brave sacrifice and everything you did to give us this wonderful freedom. I could not agree more. Brother Greg, Gary Boyd, Sister Marilyn, brother Josh, hope your dad is doing okay. Sister Karen, brother David, brother Daniel. Brother Daniel, how you doing? Sister Maria, brother Victor, brother Anthony, Sister Sandra over down in Texas, aka Eva Longoria, y'all. Brother Francisco and Sister Kathy as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching this live cast today as well also too. And like I said, I'm right here right now at the LA National Cemetery here in Westwood, California right now, and actually not too far from the VA building, which is actually a few feet away from me. And what had took place earlier today out here is behind me. I'm gonna come back and let you see it again as well also too. Is further up, you see all those big looking reefs, the big reefs. They had a ceremony here today, honoring all of our men, and honoring all of our men and women on this day for the ultimate sacrifice of what they have done. And like I said before, some families that has came they had, some have placed a flower, and there are white flags that is all over throughout this whole entire cemetery. And some pictures that I have been seeing on the internet as well, also too, is a wife of a loved one, and she has the blanket just spread out with the picture on there, and it's just her and her child. And I thought it was the most beautiful thing that I have seen. If you go on there, it is actually on there. And we come up to one right here where someone had placed a very lovely bouquet of flowers and a rose as well also too. And that's exactly what you see all out here throughout this whole entire cemetery. And I'm gonna come back around and let you look way further up that hill, way up that way, that you see the more rows of flags that you see right now. Hey, Brother Steve, how you doing today? So I did not get a chance to call you earlier today because I was having such a good time, but I will give you a call, Brother Steve, as soon as I am done. And by the way, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Brother Steve, for what you have, for your service and for what you have done. Thank you so much, Brother Steve. And upon that hill over there, still more rows and rows of flags as well on this Memorial Day 2018 here at the Los Angeles National Cemetery here in Westwood. And as I come back around as well, they still got some more people that is out here today. And you know what? And it is so nice and cool. It's so nice and cool out here today also too. Perfect beach weather. Made me probably want to go out to go to Santa Monica Beach or something, but it is so nice and it is so beautiful out here today, as everyone just coming out today to honor and to give respect, and to pay tribute to our men and women, and to our brothers and sisters as well also too, for making that ultimate sacrifice, and for the freedom as well also too. And also to the brothers and sisters as well that's currently serving right now also too. We're still praying. We are still keeping you in prayer that you come home, which is every time, even on Veterans Day as well also too, where I go into my collection, and I go in my music collection, and I play a song for each and every one of our veterans. And it is a song that came out in 1970, and it was by a singer. Her name is Freda Payne, who had hit with Band of Gold in 1970. But she had came out with a song that they said that some radio stations would not play or anything, but you know what? It was still a huge hit, and also number one as well also too. That song was Bring the Boys Home. And there was also another one, another good song as well also too, by Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, also in the same year of 1970. That is a song called I Should Be Proud. And another one from, thinking off the top of my head, from 1966, a group called The Players, and a song called He'll Be Back. But if you ever have the time, do look them up on YouTube and listen to it. Or better yet, I go in my collection and play it. You just listen to the lyrics of that song as well also too. And of course, who could not forget America the Beautiful by Ray Charles. And I also want to thank all of you for liking my Memorial Day pictures of my Uncle Jab, because I have posted 3 different designs of him as well also too, because like I said earlier, he was my uncle, my grandmother's son, and my mother's brother, and he was only 19 years old when he was killed in Vietnam in May of 1968. 2 months after I had turned a year old. But I thank you, each and every one of you that's liked my picture, and I have gotten some very good feedback, and I thank you once again. And I also do want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for being there for my family, and also for my relative, Aunt Catherine, who went to be with the Lord last week. We thank you all for the prayers. We thank you all for the support. We just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and continue to keep those prayers coming, because it is always the power of prayer that always, that God always comes through, and we appreciate it. And we're going to get through. We are going to get through this, my family. We're all going to get through this, because we're all Manigo strong, Mount Pleasant strong, and yes, family strong. But we're all hanging on and taking each day at a time. And I just want to take the time and just thank each and every one of you that has been there for me. I thank you for the phone calls. I thank you for the texts, the messages. I just thank you, because it's just unbelievable of how everyone and everybody have just being there for me, and just coming and being there. That means a lot to me, and it puts a tear in my eye, and it really does, because that shows and tells me that there are people out there that do care. And I thank you once again. This is Brother Tyrone, your Global International Kingdom reporter, here at the LA National Cemetery on this Memorial Day, honoring all of our men and women, our brothers and sisters, for the ultimate sacrifice of what they have done. If anyone hasn't told you that they don't love you today, remember that I do, and so does the Lord. And I will leave you, and I will close with this line, with the simple phrase of a line right here. May you live as long as you want, but never want as long as you live. May you live to be 100, and me 100, but minus a day. So I will never know that nice people like you have passed away. And I love you, and there's nothing, and I do mean there's nothing that you can do about it. Take care of yourself, and if any of you out there that is driving, please be safe out there tonight, because the cops, they are out there, and they do got some checkpoints set up where I don't know, but please be safe out there. And hey, brother Alex, how you doing? Yes, to all the men and women, thank you for the service. Hello, Sister Michelle and Brother Tony. Thank you all so much once again for tuning in. Once again, this is Brother Tyrone, Global International Kingdom reporter. Have a very safe Memorial Day, and like I said, do take the time to honor all of our brothers and sisters for their service and for everything what they have done. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Please be safe out there, and have a very, very,